Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're going to bring you some Out of the Park Baseball 18, continue with our 1973 retro replay, which started in 1972. This is an open world, alternate universe. Teams' rosters have been altered by transactions, so you're going to see players who might not be on those same teams in reality, but that's why it's an open universe, alternate reality, sandbox, whatever you want to call it. For my version of the 1973 Red Sox, which is a continuation of the 72 season, Boston is currently in first place in the American League East, 44 wins, 27 losses, and they're taking on the visiting Detroit Tigers, who are 30 wins and 40 losses. The lineup for Detroit is as follows. Al Bumbry playing right field, batting first. Bill Freehand doing the catching, batting second. Bob Bailey and Eric from Higher Ground Gaming and I are just chuckling right now when we hear Bob Bailey. He is a nightmare on the 1978 Red Sox team. We're both doing retro replays. You gotta check that out. Higher Ground Gaming with Eric. He's playing left field, batting third. Willie Horton is a designated hitter, batting cleanup. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Mickey Stanley. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Aurelio Rodriguez. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Norm Cash. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Dick McAuliffe. Batting ninth, playing shortstop, Eddie Leon. On the mound for the Tigers, you'll be seeing a little later, Mickey Lolich. For the Boston Red Sox, batting first, playing right field, Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle. Batting second, the designated hitter, Rusty Staub. Batting third, the first baseman, Steve Garvey. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Dwight Evans. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Ted Sizemore. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Tim Foley. Batting seventh, doing the catching, Bob Montgomery. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Rick Miller. Batting ninth, Pittsfield, Massachusetts native, Mark Belanger playing shortstop. On the mound, Louis Tiant. Tiant 8 wins, 2 losses, 3.52 earned run average. So having the day off because they're facing a very tough lefty, Yastrzemski's on the bench for now. Carlton Fisk is a little tired, so Montgomery gets the start. And Greg Nettles also struggles a little bit against lefties. Not as much as Fisk, but he does struggle. He also has the day off so far. In the chat, we have Tribes Fan. How are you, my friend? Happy New Year. Good to see you. So Al Bumbry will lead it off. Bumbry batting .260 with 4 home runs and 18 runs driven in. Excellent contact hitter, not much power with an average eye, tremendous speed, and base running ability. He's only faced Tiant 1 time and he's 0 for 1. Left-handed spray hitter, the Red Sox infield outfield will be straightaway and normal. Tiant gets a sign from Montgomery. Montgomery a 5 out of 10 defensive catcher. Foley 6 out of 10 at third. Belanger outstanding at short, 10 out of 10. Sizemore very good at second, 8 out of 10. Steve Garvey 6 out of 10. In left field, playing for Carl Yastrzemski, Dwight Evans 5 out of 10 defense, 5 out of 10 arm. Rick Miller 6 out of 10 defense, 4 out of 10 arm. And Pete Rose very good in right, 8 out of 10 defense, 10 out of 10 arm. So Tiant is ready. He's up on the mound. Gets the sign from Montgomery. Here's the pitch to Bumbry. The computer's going to do its thing. There'll be a slight delay as they do their announcements. Detroit's in 5th place. The Red Sox are in 1st place in the American League East. Boston's taking 6 of 8 from the Tigers. There's the pitch. Ground ball to Sizemore, who throws to first, 1 away. So here comes Bill Freehan, the Tiger catcher, batting .295, 11 home runs, 34 runs batted in, right-handed pull hitter. Red Sox infield will shift left. Outfield will be straightaway and normal. Freehan above average contact and power, average eye. Montgomery goes through the signs. Tiant nods his head. Corkscrew delivery. Freehan sends that ball deep to left field. That's going to hang up, though. Evans is there for out number 2. Freehan got under it. Sounded much better than it actually was. So 2 up, 2 down, and here comes Bob Bailey. And if you're a Red Sox fan, you know how much he stunk in 1978 for the Red Sox. I believe that was his last year in baseball. Bailey, though, in 1973, in this open universe alternate reality for the Detroit Tigers, is batting .320, 13 home runs, 30 RBIs. Average contact, above average power, excellent eye. He will not chase a bad pitch usually. 2 outs, no one on. Tiant's ready to work. He delivers to Bailey. And he walks him. 4 consecutive balls. Last one being a fastball that missed badly outside. So with 2 outs, Bailey walks. Not much speed, 3 out of 10, but base running ability, 6 out of 10. Garvey holding him on. Here comes the very dangerous designated hitter for the Tigers, Willie Horton. He's only batting .201, but he does have 15 home runs and 33 runs driven in. Retro baseball time, 1973. It's June 26th. God, we wish it was June now here on the East Coast, as we're cold weather and snow. June 26, 1973. Attendance here at Fenway, 22,951. Partly cloudy, 58 degrees. Wind blowing in from center at 11 miles per hour. So 2 outs, runner at first. Here's the pitch to Horton. Right-handed spray hitter. And he strikes him out looking on the knuckle curve that dipped away, but caught the strike zone. Go to the bottom of the first. No score. Due up for the Red Sox. Rose, Staub, and Garvey. Mickey Lolich on the mound for Detroit. 4 wins, 9 losses. He struck out 86, walked 22, earned run average 3.39. So he's been a solid pitcher, just not a lot of run support. Tribes fan says in the chat, small heat wave coming back to the Arctic air by Sunday. Thank God. And What's Blazing in Sports has joined us in the chat. I just was on his station in his chat room. He was kind enough. He made me a moderator. Thank you very much, my friend. If you want to know if you enjoy boxing or just good conversation about sports, and it's mostly boxing pretty much on his channel, you want to subscribe to What's Blazing in Sports and T-Dub. He's absolutely fabulous. So go to that channel, What's Blazing in Sports. Check it out. I'm sure you'll subscribe just like I do. Hit that like button. Check out some videos and catch him live. That's T-Dub and What's Blazing in Sports. Once again, What's Blazing in Sports. So Lolich on the mound. Behind the plate, you have Bill Freehan. 5 out of 10 defensive, 5 out of 10 arm, 7 out of 10 defensive ability as a catcher. Aurelio Rodriguez, 7 out of 10 at third. Eddie Leon's average at short, 5 out of 10. McAuliffe at second is below average, 4 out of 10. And Cash, poor at first, 3 out of 10. Bob Bailey in left, 5 out of 10 defense, 6 out of 10 arm. Mickey Stanley, very good in center, 7 out of 10 defense, 8 arm. Al Bunbury, 4 out of 10 defense, 6 arm. So here comes Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle, batting .297, 2 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Only batting .176 off Mickey Lolich. As What's Blazing in Sports says, thanks for coming to my live stream. Anytime, my friend. I enjoy them thoroughly. Your boxing knowledge is second to none, and no one can top your pleasant personality. They might be able to maybe equal it, but not surpass it, my friend. So Pete Rose, switch hitter, batting right-handed off the left-handed throwing Lolich. He'll be swinging away. Freehand sets the target. Here's the pitch by Mickey Lolich. And Rose sends that deep and gone to right, a leadoff blast. The Red Sox go up 1-0. In the words of the late great Phil Rizzuto, holy cow, he crushed it to right, 366. 1-0 Red Sox. Wow. That's Rose's third home run of the year. Not known for power, only 2 out of 10 for power, but he got a hold of that fastball. Here comes Rusty Staub, La Grande à l'Orange. Staub batting .313, 5 home runs, 23 runs batted in. Staub is the designated hitter tonight. Left-handed batter, but he does hit quite well against left-handed pitching. .351 off lefties and .571 off Mickey Lolich. He is 4 for 7 with a home run. Lolich has to regroup after that Rose blast. Freehand goes through the signs. Lolich nods his head. He deals to Staub. And Staub rips a shot into right. And he will have a single. So Staub's on. And here comes Steve Garvey. Garvey did spend some time on the DL earlier in the year. Garvey batting .325, 12 home runs, 35 runs driven in. Excellent contact hitter. Above average power, but will chase. He doesn't have the best of odds. Staub, not much speed at first. Poor base runner. Cash holding him on. Garvey is a pull hitter. Detroit has their infield-outfield normal, though. Lolich throws strikes. You got to be ready to swing, and Garvey is. The windup and the pitch by Mickey Lolich. Garvey swings, sends that ball out to left field, and that's going to bloop in for a single. Staub goes station to station, so 2 on, no outs, 1-0 Red Sox. And here comes Dwight Evans. Evans batting cleanup. Giving Carl Yastrzemski a breather. Yaz does not hit lefties at all. Dewey batting .318, 4 home runs, 29 runs driven in, playing left field today. Above average contact, above average power against left-handers, and an excellent eye. Staub at second, Garvey at first. No outs, 1-0 thanks to the Pete Rose solo blast to start off the bottom of the first. Freehand sets the target. Here's the pitch to Evans. And he walks. So a rare walk from Lolich. Bases are now loaded. No outs and no place to put Ted Sizemore, the Red Sox second baseman. Tribes fan. T-Dub from What's Blazing in Sports is an absolute gent. I know you're a baseball fan, but check out some of his videos. It's boxing stuff, but he's very pleasant, very funny. That's why I go to his live streams. That's why I watch his stuff. And most of all, he's knowledgeable. You know, there's a lot of people on YouTube. They might have more subscribers than T-Dub and What's Blazing in Sports. I can tell you right now, they're not knowledgeable. I'm a fairly good, knowledgeable boxing fan. And What's Blazing in Sports knows his stuff. So bases loaded. Ted Sizemore at the plate. He's only batting .250 off Lolich, 1 for 4. Very little power, above average contact and eye. We're actually going to have him take. Here's the pitch from Lolich. Strike 1. Lolich pours in a strike fastball in there. Sizemore behind the count, still bats .270. No outs, no place to put Sizemore. Lolich deals. Sizemore swings, ground ball to third. That's going to be a double play. Run scores. 2-0 Red Sox. So that goes 5-4-3. Rodriguez, McCullough to Cash. So they get 2 for 1, and Lolich was happy about that exchange. Garvey advances to third. If they can get out of this inning with only 2 runs, the Tigers will be very happy. So Garvey's at third, 2 outs. Tim Foley playing third base, giving Greg Nettles a breather. Steps to the plate. Foley batting .245, no home runs, 19 runs driven in. Off left-handed pitching, though, .326. He has struggled with Lolich, 2 for 16. He's a patient hitter, does not like to swing early in the count. He'll be taking. Lolich delivers. Strike 1. Off-speed pitch in there. Foley to take again. Inside with that one. Fastball high and tight. 1-1 count. Foley's average jumps up to .259 now. He's ready to grip and rip. Freehand sets the target. Here's the pitch from Lolich. And that ball is skied to center. And that's out number 3. Making the catch is Mickey Stanley. We go to the top of the second. 2-0 Red Sox. Due up for the Tigers, Stanley, Rodriguez, and Cash to face El Tiante, Luis Tiant. Mickey Stanley's at the plate. Right-handed normal hitter. Batting .326, 8 home runs, 36 RBIs, average contact, average power. Below average eye. Tiant gets the sign from Bob Montgomery. Looks to the heavens. Corkscrew delivery. Stanley swings, punches that ball towards right, coming on, and no, he can't get there. Rose, an excellent outfielder, played it safe. I thought he was going to take a dive at it, so a lead-off bloop single by Mickey Stanley. Garvey to hold him on. Stanley, not tremendous speed at all, 2 out of 10. Above average base runner, though, and here comes Aurelio Rodriguez, the Tiger third baseman, batting .287, 2 home runs, 20 runs driven in. It's a spray hitter. The Red Sox will play double play depth. So Belanger and Sizemore pinch that middle. They'd like to turn 2 here. Tiant looks to first. Now in at Montgomery. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. And he strikes him out swinging on the 3-2 count. Blew the fastball by him. So 1 out, 1 on, and here comes the very dangerous Norm Cash. Cash is only batting .237, but he does have 10 home runs, 27 RBIs, below average contact, above average power and eye. Right-handed pull hitter. The Red Sox will shift right in the infield, outfield straightaway and normal. Again, the Red Sox want to turn 2. Tiant toes the rubber, nods his head. Here's the pitch to Cash. And that ball's driven deep to right. Going back is Rose at the track. He leaps and makes the catch. What a play by Pete Rose. Robbing extra bases from Cash. 2 down. Quickly retreating back to first base is Mickey Stanley. So with 2 outs, Dick McCullough comes to the plate. McCullough batting .219, 1 home run, 12 RBIs, average contact, average power, very good eye. Off right-handed pitching, he's a left-handed batter. Spray hitter. Red Sox infield, outfield, normal, straight away. Tiant looking for the 3rd and final out here. He sets and deals to McCullough. McCullough sends that ball to the left center field gap. On the run is Rick Miller, and he makes a running catch. Great job by Miller, side retired. So Tiant had a few anxious moments with a couple of hard-hit balls, but the Red Sox prevail. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Boston. Let me quickly go to the chat. What's Blazing in Sports says, hey, Tribes fan, how are you? How's your night? Tribes fan says, going all right. Planning second game of the night for my 1967 Mets Stratomatic replay. I'll have to check out your stream on boxing. I think you'll enjoy it. I really do. How goes your replay of the 67 Mets? That's a unique season to pick for the Mets. All right, due up for the Red Sox. Montgomery, Miller, and Belanger to face Mickey Lolich. Red Sox up 2-0. Montgomery, right-handed normal hitter. giving Fisk a breather. He was a bit tired. Montgomery batting .226, 2 home runs, 12 runs batted in. .250 off Lolich, .286 off left-handed pitching. The windup and the pitch to Montgomery. Montgomery swings, ground ball to Cash, who takes it to the bag himself. 1 down. Here comes Rick Miller, who made that nice running catch to end the top of the second. Miller batting .218, 1 home run, 6 RBIs. He's in for the slumping Del Unser. Miller not that good against lefties, but only 143, but 1 for 4 off Lolich, and that's a .250 batting average. Lolich gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Miller. Miller swings, and he sends that ball deep. That's going to wrap around the pesky pole. Home run for Rick Miller. Not another player not known for his power. 2 out of 10, and he makes it 3-0 as Miller wraps that ball around the pesky pole down the right field line. 3-0. Lolich has given up 2 blasts. So 1 out, and here comes Mark Belanger, Red Sox shortstop, outstanding glove man. Only batting .220, does have 19 RBIs on the season. Does not hit well against lefties, 159, and only 2 for 10 off Lolich. He'll be taking. He does not like to hit early in the count. Lolich deals. Strike 1. Off-speed pitch in there. Belanger to take again. He missed with that one. Lolich wanted it, but he doesn't get it. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Belanger's average jumps to .286. He has to take advantage of this. Freehand sets the target. Lolich deals to Belanger. Belanger swings, and he will single to right. So he got his favorable count, and he gets a single. So 1 out, 1 on. Top of the order, Pete Rose. Rose is 1 for 1 with a home run. And Beatles Eternally has jumped in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. 3-0 here, Beatles. Bottom of the second, 1 out. Mark Belanger's at first. Rose at the plate. He's already homered. He led off the game with a home run. Can he get number 2? We shall see. We're going to play some hit and run with Rose. Belanger 6 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 running ability. Here's the pitch to Rose, hit and run on. And he will slap that ball to left, and Belanger will go first to third. Hit and run executed to perfection by the Red Sox and Pete Rose. Everything's clicking on all cylinders here for the Red Sox early in this game. So runners on the corners, 1 out for La Grande à l'Orange. Rusty Staub, he singled his first time up. Freehand goes out to the mound to have a word with Lolich. Cash meets him there. Meeting adjourned, players back to their positions. Freehand squats down, pounds the mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch to La Grande à l'Orange. Staub swings, and he's going to single up the middle. Rose scores from third. And it's now 4-0 Red Sox. I'm sorry, Belanger scored from third. Rose is at second. Staub's at first. 2 for 2 with an RBI. So 2 on, 1 out, and the very dangerous Steve Garvey comes to the plate. He singled his first time up. Lolich has been roughed up. 2 runs in the first, 2 runs so far in the second. Red Sox looking to add more. Garvey batting .400 off Lolich in this early season. Lolich toes the rubber, looks in at Freehand, gets the sign, he deals to Garvey. Garvey swings, and that ball's going down the left field line in the corner. Rose will score, and Garvey slides into second base with a 1-out double. Sox fans loving it here at Fenway. Staub at third. It's now 5-0 Boston. Here comes Dwight Evans. Evans walked his first time up. 1 out, 2 on. Both runners in scoring position. Freehand wiggles the fingers. Lolich nods his head. He sets in deals to Evans. Evans swings, ground ball to second, plays to first. Another run scores, 6-0, so Evans will be credited with an RBI on that ground out. So 2 outs, Garvey's at third. Ted Sizemore comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. 6-0 Boston. Lolich kicks and fires. Sizemore swings, sends a shallow fly ball to left. Coming on and making the running catch is Bob Bailey. Side retired. The Red Sox score 4. We go to the top of the third. 6-0 Boston here in Fenway. Back out on the mound for the Red Sox, El Tiante, Luis Tiant. He will face Eddie Leon, Al Bumbry, and Bill Freehand. Eddie Leon's batting .241, 2 home runs, 27 runs batted in, below average contact, poor power, and an average eye. He is a right-handed pull hitter. The Red Sox infield will shift left. Tiant gets the sign. Corkscrew delivery. That's a pop-up. Calling for it is a third baseman. Foley calls off Belanger, 1 away. Wind played tricks with that one. So here comes the leadoff batter, Al Bumbry. He's 0 for 1. Left-handed spray hitter. Red Sox infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Montgomery goes through the signs. Tiant nods his head. Looks to the heavens. He whirls, he dirls. Here's the pitch to Bumbry. And Bumbry grounds to Belanger, who fires to first for out number 2. 2 outs, no one on. Here comes the Detroit catcher, Bill Freehand. He's 0 for 1. Right-handed pull hitter. Red Sox shift left in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. Tiant's ready to work. He deals to Freehand. And he strikes him out on the off-speed pitch. Knuckle curve, down and away. Freehand hit nothing but air. We go to the bottom of the third. 6-0 Boston. Due up for the Red Sox to face Mickey Lolich, who has been roughed up in the first 2 innings. Tim Foley, Bob Montgomery, and Rick Miller. Foley is 0 for 1. Foley is a patient hitter. Here's the pitch by Lolich. Foley taking. Ball 1. Ahead in the count, Foley's average jumps to .360. Behind the count, Lolich batting average against goes to .387. Good opportunity here for Foley. He needs to take advantage of it. Lolich peers in, nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Foley. And Foley slow grounded to McCullough, who throws to cash at first, 1 away. Stepping to plate, Bob Montgomery. Red Sox catcher's 0 for 1. Lolich takes a deep breath on the mound. The windup and the pitch. Montgomery swings, sends that ball out to left. Bailey moving in, can't get to it. It drops in front of Bailey. So a 1-out single for Bob Montgomery. A very slow-footed runner. He is a catcher. 2 out of 10 speed, but 9 out of 10 base running ability. Reads the ball well. Here comes Rick Miller. Miller's 1 for 1. He homered. Put the ball around the pesky pole his first time up. Was a solo blast. A lefty-lefty matchup here. Detroit looking to turn 2 up the middle. Here's the pitch to Miller. And he strikes out looking on the 0-2 count. So 2 outs. Montgomery at first. He'll be off on contact. The weak-hitting shortstop Mark Belanger comes up, but he is 1 for 1 today. Belanger, another patient hitter. Lolich gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Belanger. He's taking. Ball 1. Ahead in the count. Belanger's average jumps to .314. Again, Lolich, when behind the count, average against .383. Advantage, Belanger. Montgomery will be off on contact. Lolich looks to first, now in at the plate. Freehand sets the target. Lolich kicks and fires. Belanger swings, slow grounder to short. He flips to second for the force out, side retired. Go to the top of the fourth, 6-0 Boston. Due up for Detroit, Bailey, Horton, and Stanley to face El Tiante, Louis Tiant. Bob Bailey. What did he walk his first time up? I believe. Let's just check the box score. What did Mr. Bailey do? He did walk his first time up. That's the one thing I wish Out of the Ballpark does. I'd like to see them find some space here. They tell you what he did, you know, how many hits, home runs, and RBIs. I'd like to see them do something where you could see what the hit was. You know, if it was a double, if he walked, so on and so forth. Here's the pitch to Bailey. And Bailey walks for a second time on the 3-1 count. He does not bite. The leadoff runner on. Here comes Willie Horton, the designated hitter for the Tigers. He's 0 for 1. Right-handed spray hitter. The Red Sox will move double play depth up the middle with Belanger and Sizemore. Garvey holding Bailey on at first, not the speediest runner. Tiant looks to first. Now in at the plate. Montgomery sets the target. Here's the pitch to Willie Horton. And Horton goes down swinging on the 1-2 pitch. Knuckle curve got him. So 1 out, 1 on. Here comes Mickey Stanley. Tigers center fielder is 1 for 1. Right-handed normal hitter. Again, Tiant looks to first. Now in at the plate. Corkscrew delivery to Stanley. And Stanley sends that ball deep to right field. Rose, that's going to hang up. The wind just knocked that ball down. Rose makes the catch for out number 2. So Stanley got under that. That sounded like that was gone. As we have JW Flux in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Check out his channel if you are a Final Fantasy fan. And let me tell you something. You might not think you're a Final Fantasy fan. I didn't know much about the game until I started watching JW Flux. Very enjoyable live streams. And he talks sports. He talks anything. But very knowledgeable about the game. It's very fun to watch. JW Flux. Thank you very much for joining us here, my friend. So 2 outs, no one. Bailey on at first. I forgot about. I'd like to forget about Bob Bailey since I'm doing my 1978 retro. You notice I haven't shown any retro replay of 78 because my Red Sox and Digital Diamonds stink. They can mash the ball, but the pitching is awful. And I'm using the exact lineups. Ugh. So it means Bob Bailey plays quite a bit. Too much for my liking. Here comes a really old Rodriguez. Rodriguez 0 for 1. 2 outs, runner at first. Rodriguez right-handed spray hitter. Red Sox infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Tiant's ready. He sets and delivers to Rodriguez. That's a high fly ball to center, and making the catch is Miller as he moved to right center. Side retired. That really hung up. That was just a lazy fly ball. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 6-0 Boston. Due up the top of the order for the Red Sox. Rose, Staub, and Garvey. If anyone gets on, Dwight Evans. So Pete Rose 2 for 2 with a home run and an RBI. Can he go 3 for 3 off Mickey Lolich? Rose has his average over the 300 mark now, 302. Switch hitter batting righty off the left-handed Lolich. Lolich kicks and fires. And Rose draws a walk on the 3-2 count. Good eye. So Pete Rose is on. Not a lot of speed, 2 out of 10, but an excellent base runner, 7 out of 10. Here comes La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub. The man with the orange hair is 2 for 2 with an RBI. Red Sox designated hitter. His average is now up to 320. And 24 runs batted in. He's 667 off Lolich. 6 for 9 with a home run. Lolich looks to first. Cash holding Rose on. Now gets the sign from Freehan. He deals to Staub. Staub swings and he punches that ball to right field on the run. Making the catch is the Detroit Tiger right fielder Al Bunbury. Retreating back to first is Rose. 1 away. One out, one on, and here comes the Red Sox first baseman Steve Garvey, right-handed power pull hitter. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI. He'd like to jack one over the monster, get his 13th home run. Again, Lolich looks to first. Now at the plate, he deals to Garvey. Garvey swings, and that ball is shot to center on the run, and making the diving catch on the warning track is Mickey Stanley, robbing Garvey of at least a double and most likely an RBI. Could have been a triple because Stanley's diving for the ball. If he doesn't get to it, that's going to rattle around, possibly an inside the park home run. What an outstanding play by Mickey Stanley. Holy moly. So 2 outs. Runner at first. Here comes Dwight Evans. Rose will be off on contact. Norm Cash holding him on. Evans is 0 for 1. He does have an RBI. He had a ground out where the runner scored from third. Lolich and Freehan can't get on the same page. Freehan goes through the signs again. Lolich is ready. He deals to Evans. Evans swings, ground ball to short, flip to second, force out of Rose. Side retired. If you're scoring at home, 6-4. We go to the top of the 5th, 6-0 Boston. Due up for the Tigers, Cash, McCullough, and Leon to face Louis Tiant. Tiant throwing a 1-hit shutout through 4. Cash, right-handed pull hitter. Red Sox, left-handed pull hitter, excuse me. Red Sox will shift right in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. Tiant deals to Cash. And he strikes him out looking. Froze him with the off-speed pitch. Red Sox throw it around the infield. 1 away, and here comes Dick McCullough, another left-handed batter. He's a spray hitter, though. McCullough's 0 for 1. Tiant is in a zone so far in this game. Looks in. Montgomery gives him the sign, sets the target. Corkscrew delivery by Tiant. McCullough swings and lines a soft liner past the dive of the second baseman Ted Sizemore, so a 1-out single. So McCullough's on at first, and here comes the number 9 batter, the shortstop Eddie Leon. Leon's 0 for 1. Right-handed pull hitter. Red Sox will shift left in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. They're looking to get 2 for 1 and get out of the inning. McCullough very slow and a poor base runner at first. Garvey holding him on. Garvey the only infielder on the right side. Tiant deals. And that's a ground ball to Garvey, who flips to Tiant covering the bag. Side retired. Nice play all the way around. Oh, out number 2. I lost track of the outs, folks. McCullough advances to second with 2 outs. He's in scoring position. And Al Bunbury comes to the plate, the leadoff batter. Bunbury is 0 for 2. Left-handed spray hitter. Infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal. Tiant peeks behind his shoulder. Checks on McCullough. Now he deals to Bunbury at the plate. Slow grounder to short. Belanger to Garvey. Now the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 6-0 Boston. Tiant throwing a 2-hit shutout. Let's go back to the chat real quick. Tribes fan says, Mets defense playing with no gloves and bad fundamentals. 4 errors. He's doing a 67 Mets replay with Stratomatic card and dice. 4 errors by the Mets outfield. Cleon Jones with 3 errors. And Beatles appropriate says, ouch, sounds like you should be playing a 19th century game, Tribes fan. That's funny you say that, Beatles, because One of the things I bought from Action PC gave me a free old-time baseball season from the late 1800s, and they do make a ton of errors. That's pretty funny. All right, so Mickey Lolich back out on the mound. Lolich has thrown 84 pitches. He's gone 4 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, walked 2, struck out 1. He'll be facing Sizemore, Foley, and Montgomery. Ted Sizemore, the Red Sox second baseman, is 0 for 2. He'd like to jump on the hit parade. Lolich is ready to work. He deals to Sizemore.
Strike 3,
and he strikes him out swinging on the 1-2 count. Fastball blew it by him. 1 down. Here comes Tim Foley, playing third today. Greg Nettles gets a breather. Foley 0 for 2, a much more patient hitter. He likes to work the count a bit. He'll be taking. Lolich kicks and fires. Strike 1. Fastball in there. Foley to take again. Inside with that fastball. When the count is even, 1-1 count, Foley's average now jumps to 259. Lolich gives up a 250 batting average. This could be the best opportunity here for Foley, where he'll swing away. Lolich deals to Foley. Foley sends a high fly ball to right. Bumbry is there waiting for it to come down. He makes the catch. Did it bring rain? No. So 2 outs, no one on, and here comes the catcher, Bob Montgomery. Monty is 1 for 2. 2 for 6 off Lolich in this season, 333 batting average. Montgomery, again, patient hitter. But we're going to let him swing away off the bat. Freehand sets the target. Here's the pitch to Montgomery. And Montgomery sends a fly ball to right center field. Mickey Stanley on the run, makes the catch, side retired. We go to the top of the 6-0 Boston, and Lolich and the Tigers must be thinking in that dugout if we could just get innings 1 and 2 back. Since then, Lolich has been very good. Unfortunately, if you're a Tigers fan, he's given up 6 runs in the first 2 innings. Due up for the Tigers, Freehand, Bailey, and Horton to face Louis Tiant, who's only given up 2 hits and no runs. Tiant through 5 has walked 2 and struck out 5. Freehand, right-handed pull hitter. The Red Sox will shift left in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. Corkscrew delivery by El Tiante. Freehand swings. Fly ball to left. Evans is there. Again, high fly ball, and Evans makes the catch. 1 away. Freehand was out in front of that pitch. So 1 out, no one on. Here comes Bob Bailey. Bob Bailey, if you remember any cartoons, you remember the cartoon with Deputy Dog? You know, I forgot who did the cartoon, but it was on when I came home from school many moons ago. And Bob Bailey reminds me of Deputy Dog. Bailey has walked his first 2 times up, no official at-bat. Righty-righty matchup. Bailey does have an excellent eye, 7 out of 10. Montgomery sets the target. Tiant deals. And he strikes him out looking on the 2-2 count. Red Sox throw it around the infield. Off-speed pitch froze Bailey. So 2 outs, no one on. Here comes the designated hitter for the Tigers, Willie Horton. Horton's 0 for 2. His average is now dropped down to 200. Right-handed spray hitter, above average power, above average contact, poor eye. Tiant works quickly. And he strikes him out looking! 7th strikeout for El Tiante. Another knuckle curve that darts into the strike zone. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-0 Red Sox. Tiant throwing a 2-hitter with 7 strikeouts. Outstanding. No way, Tribes fan. Tribes fan says in the chat, he says, Bob Bailey, I believe, is the birth name of Axl Rose. No, someone's gotta confirm that. Are you pulling our leg, Tribes fan? Even if you are, that's awesome. As Beetle, I think, was reacting when I said they make a lot of errors in that old league. And I've played a few games. It's fun. He says, yes, they do. Or did. Tribesman says, granted, the gloves were not bueno back. You're right there. You're right. But they were horrible fielders, too. You know what? You're probably right. Some of the equipment has something to do with it. All right, back to the ball game here. 6-0 Red Sox, bottom of the 6th. Excellent stuff going on in the chat. We've got Beatles Eternally. We've got Tribes Fan. We have What's Blazing in Sports. We have JW Flux. Feel free to jump in and enjoy a very good chat. And if I missed anyone, I apologize. If you're watching, jump in or just enjoy the show. Red Sox have Miller, Belanger, and Rose. Rick Miller, 1 for 2, a home run, and an RBI. Wrapped one around the pesky pole. Lolich deals to Miller. Miller swings, ground ball to McCullough, who throws to Cash, 1 away. Here comes Mark Belanger, Pittsfield, Massachusetts native. Excellent glove at short. He's 1 for 2 today. He'll be taking. Lolich delivers the pitch. Inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Belanger's ahead in the count. We're going to let him swing away. He bats .314 ahead in the count. Again, Lolich gives up a .383 batting average behind in the count. Freehand sets the target. Here's the pitch to Belanger. Belanger swings and lines out to the third baseman, Aurelio Rodriguez, who robbed Belanger of extra bases. That ball was slated down the left field line and a double. But nice play by Rodriguez at third. So 2 outs, no one on, top of the order. Charlie Hustle, the all-time hits leader. Pete Rose, who's 2 for 2 with a home run and an RBI. Average over 300 now, 302. Rose awaits the Lolich offering. Here it is. Rose sends that ball deep to right, and that's going to gong around in the corner. Rose is going for 3. Bunbury will hit the cutoff man. Pete Rose goes head first, sliding into third with a triple, so he is a double away from the cycle. Rose is in fuego tonight. Beatles Eternally says about Axl Rose, he was raised as William Bailey but was born William Bruce Bailey. Good stuff in the chat. Little music knowledge going on, like trivia. So 2 outs. Rose is at third, and La Grande a l'Orange. Rusty Staub, who's 2 for 3 with an RBI, can get RBI number 2. And if he does, that'll be his 25th RBI in the season. Lefty-lefty matchup. He's hitting .600 off Lolich, 6 for 10 with a home run, .360 overall off left-handed pitching. He's the designated hitter. Lolich looks to third. Now in at freehand, he deals to Staub. Staub swings, fly ball, right center field on the run. Mickey Stanley reaches out, makes the catch, side retired. Rose is stranded at third after the 2-out triple. So Pete Rose is a double away from hitting for the cycle. We go to the top of the 7th, and the dominant Louis Tiant back out on the mound. So far 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks. He struck out 7. He'll be facing Mickey Stanley, Aurelio Rodriguez, and Norm Cash. Mickey Stanley is 1 for 2. Right-handed normal hitter. Red Sox infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal. Tiant with the corkscrew delivery. Ground ball to second, over to first, 1 away. Sizemore to Garvey. Red Sox fans are enjoying this effort the hometown team is putting forth. Now stepping to the plate, the Detroit Tiger third baseman, Aurelio Rodriguez. He is 0 for 2. Beatles Eternally has some trivia in the chat. Trivia. The 2 surviving Beatles are left-handers. Do you want us to name the 2 surviving Beatles, or is that the trivia? Tried fan says, as a fellow southpaw, I love that fact. Back to the game. 1 out, no one on. Rodriguez at the plate. Right-handed spray hitter. Montgomery sets the target. Tiant looks to the heavens. He whirls, he dirls. Corkscrew delivery to Rodriguez. Slow grounder to Tiant, who fires to Garvey for out number 2. Tiant was like a cat off the mound pouncing on that ball. So 2 outs, no one on. Here comes Norm Cash. Detroit first baseman, left-handed pull hitter. Red Sox will shift right in the infield. Tiant looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. Cash is 0 for 2. Cash above average power and eye, below average contact. Tiant takes a deep breath. Here's the pitch to Cash. Lazy fly ball to left. On the run is Evans, and he makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Tigers. We go to the 7th inning stretch. As J.W. Flux says, the 2 remaining Beatles are Paul and Ringo. As they play Take Me Out to the Ball Game. We don't care if we ever get back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they lose, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. And that's for my good friend, Stratomatic Delaware. Hope all is well with you. So due up for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 7th. Garvey, Evans, and Sizemore. They'll face Mickey Lolich. Lolich, if he could take back the first 2 innings, or as Cher would say, turn back the hands of time, he gave up 6 runs in the first 2 innings. Lolich has gone 6 innings, 10 hits, 6 runs, walked 2, struck out 2. He's up to 106 pitches, 10 out of 10 stamina, so he's good for about $130 for pitches. Garvey 2 for 3 with an RBI. Right-handed pull hitter. Detroit's infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal. Garvey now batting .429 off Lolich. That's 3 for 7. Lolich deals to Garvey. Garvey swings, and that's going to be... Oh! Mickey Stanley makes the diving catch, robbing Steve Garvey of his 3rd hit. What a play by Stanley in center. No quitting these Tigers. 1 out. No one on. Here comes Dewey. Dwight Evans, he's 0 for 2. Does have an RBI and a ground out. Evans digs in. He'd like to send one down to Lansdowne Street over the monster. Lolich gets the sign, nods his head. Freehand sets the target. Here's the pitch to Dewey. Evans swings. Fly ball to left. Bailey coming in. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Lolich rubbing up the baseball. Now he's a backup on the hill. He toes the rubber, and he'll face Ted Sizemore, Red Sox second baseman. He's 0 for 3. He'd like to be part of this 10-hit parade. If he gets one, it'll be an 11-hit parade. Sizemore is only 1 for 7 off Lolich. 143 batting average. Does like to hit early in the count, though. Freehand wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Sizemore. Sizemore, that's going to be a base hit. Possible double. No, Bunbury cuts it off in the right center field gap, holding Sizemore to a single. So Sizemore does get his hit. Red Sox up to 11 hits now. So 2 outs. Sizemore's at first. Below average speed, but a very good 7 out of 10 base running ability. Norm Cash holding him on. Here comes Tim Foley. He's looking for a hit here. Foley a patient hitter. He'll be taking. Lolich delivers. Ball 1. Fastball outside and high. Ahead in the count. Foley's average jumps to 353. He's ready to grip and rip. Lolich looks to first. Gets the sign from Freehand behind the plate. Here's the pitch to Foley. Foley swings. Slow grounder to short. Fires to first in time. Side retired. We go to the top of the 8th. Boston 6, Detroit nothing. Louis Tiant has gone 7 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. He seems extremely strong. He'll be dealing with Dick McCullough, Eddie Leon, and Al Bunbury. McCullough is 1 for 2, left-handed spray hitter. Red Sox infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal. Here's the pitch by Tiant. McCullough goes down swinging. That's strikeout number 8. Got him on the 1-2. Off-speed pitch. Fooled him badly. 1 out, no one on. Eddie Leon comes to the plate. Tigers shortstop, 0 for 2. Right-handed pull hitter. Red Sox shift left in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. Tiant's ready. Corkscrew delivery. Slow grounder to Belanger. Fires to Garvey for out number 2. Tiant is spinning a gem out on that mound. Top of the order, Al Bunbury, Tigers right fielder. He's 0 for 3. Left-handed spray hitter. Tiant and the Red Sox looking to get a 1-2-3 inning here. Montgomery wiggles the fingers. Tiant nods his head quickly. Here's the pitch to Bunbury. Grounder to Garvey. He flips to Tiant. Oh! The ball gets away. Bunbury will reach on the error, and the error will be on Tiant for dropping the toss by Garvey. So, the Tigers have a little life here. Bunbury's on. Excellent base runner. 9 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 base running ability. Garvey holding him on. Bill Freehan comes to the plate. Do you think they would send Bunbury? Let's see. We're going to go with pitch out. Bunbury doesn't go. I didn't think so. Down 6 runs. Freehand's now ahead in the count. When he's ahead in the count, he's batting .306. Tiant gives up a .345 batting average behind the count. Tiant looks to first. Now in at Montgomery. Looks to the heavens. Corkscrew delivery to Freehan. Grounder to Belanger. He flips to Sizemore for the force out at second. Side retired. Tiant still in that zone. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-0 Boston. Due up for the Red Sox. Montgomery, Miller, and Belanger to face Mickey Lolich, who's still out on that mound. He's thrown 127 pitches. And again, he would like a do-over for innings 1 and 2. That's when he gave up his 6 runs, 2 in the first, 4 in the second. Montgomery, Red Sox catcher, giving Carlton Fisk a breather. Fisk was down to 81% stamina. Probably will have to catch tomorrow's game also. Is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch to Monty. Grounder to Rodriguez. Throws to first, and that will be an error. An E5 on the throw by Rodriguez. So Montgomery reaches. He's on with no outs, and here comes Rick Miller. Miller's 1 for 3. He has a home run. Wrapped it around the pesky pole. Back in the second. Lolich looks to first. Now in at the plate. He deals to Miller. Miller swings. Grounder to second. 4 to 6 to 3. Double play. 2 down. So if you're scoring at home, McCullough to Leon to Cash. They turned it quite smoothly. So 2 outs, no one on. Number 9 batter for the Red Sox. Pittsfield, Massachusetts native, Mark Belanger. He's 1 for 3. He'll be taking. Here's the pitch. Way outside. Missed badly with that fastball. Lolich now up to 134 pitches. He's gone 7 2/3, 11 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Belanger ahead in the count. Pretty good, 3-14. He's ready to grip and rip. Lolich kicks and fires. Belanger, ground ball to McCullough, over to Cash, side retired. Go to the top of the 9th. Louis Tiant looking for a complete game shutout. He's only given up 2 hits. He'll be facing Bob Bailey, Willie Horton, and Mickey Stanley. Tiant's only up to 100 pitches. Bailey has walked twice and struck out once. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch by Tiant. Bailey strikes out swinging on the knuckle curve. That's Tiant's 9th strikeout. Needs 1 more to get 10. Pretty simple math. 9 plus 1, right? Here comes Willie Horton, the Tigers' designated hitter. He's 0 for 3. Right-hand spray hitter. Tiant's rubbing up the baseball. Puts it back in his glove. Steps up on the hill. Toes the rubber. Gets the sign from Montgomery. Corkscrew delivery to Horton. Ground ball to second. Out number 2. Sizemore to Garvey. Red Sox and Louis Tiant 1 out away from a 2-hit shutout victory. 6-0. They'll have to get through Mickey Stanley. Tigers center fielder has played some really good defense in center, and he's 1 for 3. He has 1 of the 2 hits off Tiant. Right-handed normal hitter. Tiant takes a deep breath. Again looks to the heavens. He whirls, he dirls. Here's the pitch to Stanley. Hard grounder past the dive of Foley at third, and Mickey Stanley has a double as he slides into second safely. So Mickey Stanley has 2 of the 3 hits off Louis Tiant. He's up to 110 pitches. Red Sox might think Tiant's starting to labor a bit. They go to their bullpen phone. And Craig Swan gets up in the pen. And Ken Tatum. Tiant needs 1 more out. Montgomery goes out to the mound. Says, I have plenty left in the tank. Montgomery looks to the bench, nods his head, says he's A-OK. Still, Swan and Tatum warming up in the pen. Stanley's at second, 2 outs. Aurelio Rodriguez comes to the plate. Tiger third baseman, 0 for 3. Montgomery pounds that mitt, sets the target. Tiant nods his head quick. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. And that's a shot up the middle past the dive of Belanger. So back-to-back hits, runners on the corners with 2 outs. And here comes Norm Cash. Tigers looking for a late rally here. Cash, left-handed pull hitter. The Red Sox will shift right in the infield. Outfield straight away in normal. Tiant now up to 112 pitches. Montgomery, quick visit to the mound. Tiant says he's fine. Swan and Tatum continue to warm. Tiant takes a deep breath. Once again looks to the heavens. Corkscrew delivery to Cash. And he strikes him out. Ball game over. Strikeout number 10. The Red Sox shut out Detroit 6-0 behind the 10K effort by Tiant. 4 hits, no runs. Player of the game, Louis Tiant. Absolutely outstanding. And night to Beatles. I missed that. Sorry, Beatles. Have a good night, my friend. Wow. What a gem El Tiante pitched. Let's go to the box score. Before we go to the box score, let me say thank you to JW Flux for joining us in the chat. And remember to check out JW Flux. That's JW, that's capital, space, capital F, lowercase Lux. JW Flux, Final Fantasy Guru. Very enjoyable station. Check it out. I'd like to say thank you to Tribes Fan. Thank you to Beatles Eternally. Thank you to What's Blazing in Sports T-Dub. Excellent boxing channel. Check that out. Tremendous fun. I was on his live stream in the chat earlier in the evening. He was showcasing the Alexander Ortiz fight and the Rijos Garcia fights, which are coming up in the near future. So thank you very much to those fine gentlemen. And to anyone who watched and did not jump in the chat, feel free to jump in the chat next time. But it's always great just to enjoy. And if you're watching on a later date, thank you very much. If you like this stream and this channel, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing. But most of all, come back and enjoy. Also, check out some other friends of the community, such as Higher Ground Gaming, JW Flux, What's Blazing in Sports. Just check out my channel page, see the related channels, see the featured channels, all good fine people. Tabletop baseball, baseball demos, ID gesture. You know what? Let me go to my channel page because I don't want to miss anyone. And I have a habit of doing that because I'm old and I forget things. So you want to check out Mosley Boxing. It's a boxing channel, pretty self-explanatory. Very fun channel, lots of clips and highlights and a little history there. Broke Black Man 94, moderator extraordinaire, movie and TV reviews. He does an excellent job. Phil the Issues Guy, again, movie and TV reviews. Mostly Game of Thrones and Walking Dead, but everything. Great job, Phil the Issues Guy. Then his gaming channel, Dirty Issues, with Joe Dirty Locks and Taka. Johnny Giant Spain, excellent Game of Thrones channel, and he's an author. Johnny the King. JD, check out his channel. He's another author and big Game of Thrones fan. As I stated, What's Blazing in Sports for boxing and T-Dub. Stratomatic Delaware with Chris, card and dice channel, baseball, football, hockey. District on Deck, if you're Washington National fans or a baseball fan, with my good friend Ron Juckett and Ricky Keeler. Higher Ground Gaming with Eric, again, sports retro channel. He's doing replays of Bobby Orr's career, Carl Yastrzemski's career, Larry Bird's career, and Ron Gronkowski. Tabletop Baseball with the Two Earls, card and dice sports channel. ID Gesture, a little bit of everything. ID Gesture is awesome, love him. Baseball Demos, card and dice channel. Action Sports Replay, a lot of baseball there from Greg. And RNGIDP, excellent card and dice channel, Stratomatic, and he does a lot of late night stuff, early morning, so check that channel out. Capital R, capital N, capital G, IDP. Also check out Espo Strats Baseball Network. And just check out to see who they have. It's a wonderful community, and just check it out. Bunch of good people. Thank you. All right, now let's go to the box scores. Everyone's like, Al, shut up. All right, player of the game, Louis Tiant. Tiant pitched a complete game shutout. 9 innings, 4 hits, no runs, walked 2, struck out 10. He was fabulous. He's now 9-2 for the Red Sox in this 1973 Retro Replay Open World, Open Sandbox, Alternate Universe. Teams' rosters have been changed by transactions, and it started in 1972, so this is a continuation. And it will be an ongoing continuation on my channel. Mickey Lolich drops to 4-10. He went 8 innings, 11 hits, gave up 6 runs. All of them earned, walked 2, struck out 2, gave up 2 home runs to Rose and Miller. First 2 innings were a killer. He gave up 2 in the first, 4 in the second, and that was it, folks. For Detroit in defeat, lots of offers. Let's just give you the gentleman who had hits. The one thorn in Tiant's side, Mickey Stanley, 2 for 4. And then right behind him, batting behind him in the lineup, Aurelio Rodriguez was 1 for 4. So there are your, and McCullough had a hit too. I'm sorry. There are your 4 hits. So in total, so McCullough was 1 for 3, Rodriguez was 1 for 4, and Stanley was 2 for 4. In total, in defeat, the Tigers, 32 at-bats, no runs, 4 hits, walked twice, struck out 10 times. For the Red Sox, Pete Rose, 3 for 3, 2 runs scored, an RBI and a walk. He had a home run. Rusty Staub, 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, an RBI. Steve Garvey, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Dwight Evans, 0 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. Ted Sizemore, 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Foley filling in for Nettles at third, giving a breather, 0 for 4. Montgomery filling in for Fisk at catcher, giving him a breather, was 1 for 4. Miller, playing center field for the slumping Del Unser, was 1 for 4 with a run scored, an RBI. He had a home run. He also struck out once. And Mark Belanger at short. Excellent glove man, poor stick. He was 1 for 4 with a run scored. The Boston Red Sox shut out the Tigers 6-0 behind the strong pitching of Louis Tiant, who only surrendered 4 hits, recording the complete game victory. He struck out 10. And he got the win. So the Red Sox now go to 45 and 27, maintain their first place standing in the American League East. The Tigers drop to 30 and 41. This is Al, Red Sox fan, saying thank you very much for watching. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye, and God bless.